let's talk about the customer journey. And I'm not talking about the journey the customer enter when they try to find your website and try to find the place that they can go shopping. I'm talking about the customer evolution, because the whole way we see and perceive the customer has changed dramatically in the last centuries. So if we take a closer look at the customer, the way we look at the customer, the way the customer are, and the whole relationship between customer and us as brands and companies has changed so much during the last decades and centuries. Because in the beginning, we had a customer, and that could be in the local grocery store. We were standing next to each other and maybe exchanging values, exchanging groceries and money, of course. And then we began opening up these big malls, shopping malls, and then suddenly we had a consumer. After the consumer, we start entering a new age, a more digital age. We saw Spotify, Netflix, Uber, concepts like that, and that meant that we were changing to a new kind of customer called the user. And after this user, we entered a new time again, a more conscious time, where the user, the consumer, the customer opened up about awareness and consciousness and became aware that they are not an isolated human being. They are actually a part of a community, a society. So we began to have this citizen. And now we are entering a new time again, where we will see the global citizen. That is a customer that actually takes responsibility, think about the world in a greater perspective, and we have to be aware of how the customer has changed during the last decades, because it is not the same customer today as we had from 100 years ago. So be aware of this customer evolution, how the customer has changed, how the way we perceive the customer has changed, and the whole relationship between customer and brands. So be aware of this and make sure that you communicate to the global citizen today.